happens when you hit the wrong button. Look.
Hello and welcome to the Velvetiki Lounge.
Hey, folks.
Casey, hi, good to see you.
You know, you might tune in. You're interested in some very specific things.
So,
Pardon me. Oops.
Facebook users might have just seen my post. We were a little late starting because we lost our internet like 2 minutes before this broadcast.
Yeah, literally.
We're having a storm, so if we lose our internet again,
we'll go down. We'll do our best with like a cellular to try to get a message to you so you know, and then we'll come right back up as soon as we can.
Hi,
isn't it all
Eric,
fun and games?
Eric and Dime and Lisa and Hugo. Good to see all of you. Thank you for joining us. I hope we don't lose our internet again, but if we do, we'll try to reconnect. Bear with us.
And, you know, it's all fun and games
Storms.
Until somebody loses the internet. Think about it that
Storms, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, I'm just checking a few things. I invited some people to watch tonight. Yay! Oh, yeah, some people should be tuning in. We might see John.
I'm so glad to see
Here
all
we
of
see
you.
Casey.
So, Velvetiki Room. It's cool enough to be out here, which is kind of rare in July. You need a generator. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Well, here's the thing. Our power was fine, but the modem went down. So actually, the cable company needs to get their cables up and running. If they're toast.
Although we used to lose power all the time.
Yeah, we did.
Like in 2018, I swear, like one raindrop and our power went out.
It was really pretty sensitive. Yeah. And the funny thing is, the actual power company and I think the power plant is right there. I could walk to it.
Oh yeah.
I could walk over to the office and say,
"Easy walk.
Hi guys, what's going on with the power?" And they'd be like, "Oh, it's out." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Yeah, no kidding.
But because the trucks were right there, like ours would come up in like probably 20, 30 minutes. It would come up sooner. So. Yeah.
Oh, Errol's in his monthly meeting. Well, we'll miss him.
Well, on meetings, but
hopefully we'll see him next week.
We will see either tonight or next week. I mean, maybe he's tied up for 2 hours, and I'm like, who has a 2-hour meeting at like 7 o'clock Central Time? Why?
Errol.
Why? Errol, apparently. So apparently Errol. Yeah. See you later, dude. All right. So
the outages were more common when we were growing up, Casey says.
Yeah. Well, you know, the power grid has been through like a lot of beating, and it took like. It only began to be constructed in like, you know, the 1880s. And even then, was that a grid or was that just Edison offering power to a bunch of people on Pearl Street, like lower Manhattan customers? The grid itself probably doesn't really start to come in until like the 1910s. And then, you know, other places around the world, like I think Hungary, Budapest had power in the 1880s. That's one of the big pioneering areas of power supply. Too bad that Errol wasn't watching. He'd be like, oh, yeah. I mean, a lot like generators, transformers, all that stuff, that's coming from Hungary. And very, very important work in that kind of stuff. But then you get to the idea of like all these different power plants producing AC and you centralize it and you can kind of feed it out. You can kind of like hold on to it and just keep pushing it. And when that whole system fails, you get this sort of catastrophic failure like you had in New York in 1965, 1977, 1990, no, I forget what happened in the 90s, 2003. You remember? First like few months in the house.
I remember 2003.
it was like what, June, July, probably right around this time, and poof, she's on the phone with me and she's like, what the? And I'm like, we have bigger problems right now. And as it turns out, yeah, we did. Manhattan was out of power. How in the world did I get off that island is an epic tale. Pretty fun stuff, I gotta say. I think we got paid. Awesome. So
I know, that's why I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of business here.
You know, if you folks don't mind, I just need to take care of a little business over here. I'm channeling the vacation movies right now. And I also need to get on, because we're out in the Velvetiki Room again, because the temperature has actually gone below like 175 degrees out here. Then we can actually do some fun things like grilling. And what do we have for you tonight? Hello!
Yay!
This is the...
Hi, Bobby. Good to see you.
Spam Korean BBQ. I'm trying to get this straight. There we go. Korean BBQ Spam. She ordered a couple cans. We got it in. Isn't that awesome?
I had to order it.
Yeah, you did. It was. I don't think you can get it any other way. You had to order it and get it delivered directly to you here via a very large big box store. rhymes with Walmart.
It's
and they actually
it's a large big box store. I hate going in, so I was happy to have it delivered.
Pretty happy to have this delivered to us right here.
Oh, thank you, Hugo.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Hugo with my orange bird earrings.
Excellent.
Thank you. I'm just catching up here. Okay, Bobby's here.
Fun.
Facebook. Let's see. Bobby's the only person I see from Facebook. So if you're here on Facebook, please let me know.
I hope Facebook isn't giving us trouble too.
Me too.
Okay, just respond to that. So we're good, and boom, because we have enough trouble with other systems around here because it's been fairly stormy as of late. I think it's just all this moisture in the air just accumulates, and then it's like, I'm really heavy, I'm gonna fall. Boom. And then it's just like showers, just showers like that. Crazy stuff, big fun. Trees go down. The other day, I had fun on the train when we were sitting. We slammed to a halt, and they announced that there's a tree across the tracks. And I'm like, I'm going to be here forever. Actually, it was cleared pretty quickly, so I think they were already well on their way with that. And then just yesterday was Tuesday. Yes, yesterday I'm going in, and I'm on the earlier train because I was awake anyway. So I say, what the hell, get on the train and go. And like, I'm not on it yet. I'm actually on the platform waiting. I'm like, checking the app, checking the app, and then suddenly there's no train. I'm like, what's going on?
So Dime says I will be chatting too much and laying on the floor. I either pulled a hamstring or adductor muscle. Oh, I'm sorry. That's awful.
Oh, the pain. The pain. Yeah. Like if you're laying on the floor to keep things like stable and stretched, I hear you.
There's a bear called conflict of interest, Erica. Hi, Peter, and hi, Mark. Good to see both of you.
However, Dime, if you fall and you can't get up, then let us know. And
we'll the spam under the spotlight.
Get in touch with your local because, that's just something else. But I understand if you're just trying to keep things, because when my back goes out, hers does from time to time. Man, it's painful.
Hugo, it's the Korean BBQ, which I don't know if you can buy it in the store. I had to order it.
I think it's only it's a specialty limited edition that Spam has been doing.
I don't know if is it limited or is it just a new?
I think it's limited, but who knows if it's popular to keep them on because Hormel is interested in selling product, right? And we're about to find out what this is like because I'm about to go pop a can and then throw it on the grill. How do you think? You want to eat?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'm going to fire up the grill.
The grill is right here.
Grill is
Oh, what before he? Well, do you want to make a drink before you do that?
Well, I'm going to fire up the grill anyway because it's got to get
hot. And then we can connect to the bar cam.
There we go, bar cam.
We're going to have 2 cams tonight. So
bar cam.
Hopefully,
this should be about right.
Hopefully we won't lose our internet again.
You'll probably see steam rising in front of the lens as this goes, which is fun. Which is the real fun part.
So
anyway, so the reason that my train was late yesterday was because actually it was canceled because it hit a deer. It took out the train.
Sad.
You've got this 440 ton anyway piece of heavy equipment. It hits one deer and you're out. Wow, how powerful is that?
Bobby, that's the spirit.
Because we got deer up the Waz out here, and they're all over the place. They're all over our lawn, our neighbors. They're eating our neighbors' plants back there, and they are just really epidemic. So I'm not surprised if they get hit with things. We see them on the road. It's a shame. But geez, guys. So they replaced this. The train after that was ours. It did become my express train, but it was half hour late. What's the point? Why did I get up early?
Peter, you'll have to come over. I actually got 2 cans, so you'll have to come over and try some.
Two. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to grill this can. This is the display can.
Yes.
The grill can is over there when I get on bar cam.
Yeah, Bobby says, having a few before doctor appointment tomorrow. Figure alcohol will thin the blood in case of cholesterol check. I said, that's the spirit. Spirit, get it?
There's a thing. Yeah, it's a killer. Your doctor,
a lot of spam was utilized at Ohana Air.
Your physician's a lot. I mean, I really don't know how much, and I really should ask Dave, who was on the grill a lot of the time. He spelled me for hours.
Up a bunch of cans.
And if he has any idea of how many cans ended up in the recycle bin, and he'll be like, I don't know.
I think I was the one who
really
recycled it all.
Do you think about 8 or 10 cans?
Yeah,
probably.
At least.
Probably, yeah. Because he just kept going, and we went until we had no buns. We literally ran out of buns. So actually, if we count the buns, I can tell you how many cans because we know how many buns we bought. That's right. Ha ha ha! I can figure this out. I don't have to have amazing memory. I don't have to have amazing recall. But in the meantime, this is good because I don't have any of those things.
I'm gonna make a drink.
Yeah, you make a drink.
You
make a drink and I'll make a drink.
Now, okay, so you brought me my juice.
You need You get the juices. You get the simple.
Okay, so first of all, I should tell you what I'm making.
What are you making?
I need like a tall swizzle stick too, I think.
Okay. Okay, I can figure that out.
So I'm making something from Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink.
Like so.
From 1946.
That works.
Good choice.
Yes.
From 1946, and it's called Bourbon Squash. And I liked it because it's a bourbon drink, but it's Trader Vic, so it's tiki.
You know, there's actually some fingerprints on it. I think you could use a polish, don't you think?
If that's the only thing wrong with something in the
Oh,
I see.
We're going to keep
what kind of towel are you using to polish that glass?
Oh, why, it's a Velvetiki Lounge kitchen towel. Check this out. What a fine print that's happening
Look
on
at
this
how
side.
fingerprint-free that is.
Beautiful print on polyester. And guess what? When I turn it over, it's very absorbent cotton. Lovely. Available. We have them in 2 colors. I'm keeping the ads subtle and embedded.
Burning off like plastics or something?
Probably.
It smells kind of weird.
Well, you know what it smells like is that sort of like non-stick surface, which by now is quite old. That was a wedding gift. So that is pushing 30 now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 26 anyway. Am I right?
We got married in...
It was 25 last year. Wait a minute.
90.
Yeah.
We get married 98.
26 this
Get
year.
married in 98.
26 this year. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So it's
Think
not
about that
exactly
for a
pushing
second.
30, but it's close.
Okay.
Think about it.
So bourbon squash begins with the juice
Stop
of
that.
1/2 of an orange.
I juiced that myself minutes ago.
And then the juice
Right before the internet went down.
of 1/2 of a lemon.
I did that as well.
Thank you.
It looked like pretty equivalent amount of juice,
Appreciate
despite
that.
the fact that the orange is much larger than the lemon.
These can go away now, but I'll put them over here.
Okay, good.
And then he wants you to put the orange, the shell from the orange and the shell from the lemon in. But he also says to put in a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to use simple syrup and then stir of alcoholic simple syrup.
I guess it's growing stuff, eh?
And I'm going to do that before I put in my shells because otherwise it's just going to be hard to stir. So it doesn't need to dissolve because it's syrup, but really you would be dissolving the sugar. Okay, that can go away now because I know you need it. So
I will, in fact, be
I have
using
stirred
that.
them.
Yep.
And then, okay, put in my, this is weird. I'm going to do these last.
Yeah, do that.
Put in my ice.
You wouldn't do that unless you had a really huge, like a pint glass. You might be able to do that. You need a lot of room to make that stuff.
Exactly. So I'm going to put in.
Why can't I find this?
What are you making?
No, I'm not making. I'm trying to find us.
I sent you the link.
No,
thank you.
That's not what I'm trying to find.
Us?
I'm trying to find the broadcast so I can see the comments. Because it's hard for me to lean over.
Well, you're going to need your phone over there in a minute.
I will. I just figured that in the meantime I could take a look.
All right. So.
Don't worry about me.
The simple syrup may be very sticky. Okay. I have done that. Now I need to add my bourbon. 2.5 ounces to be exact.
There we go.
Okay. So.
Grammar's on Facebook. Yeah.
Wait, this is 1.
Oh, you already commented on that one.
This is 1. Correct?
That's a 1 ounce. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, 1 ounce. That's 1 ounce, 2 ounce. So you could do 2 on the other side and then half on that side.
Yeah, but then it would be all drippy.
Bartenders but it would be drippy. It's too true. Boom, 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 boom.
Sure.
It's interesting the auto captions on this.
Wow, that was really full.
Boom, boom, boom,
but
boom,
that was
boom.
pretty. That was a fairly neat pour. And a half.
And by the way, happy National Tequila Day, says Daniel. Thank you for mentioning.
Hi, Daniel.
We had some tequila earlier. Just a nip. Got to get in the mood, you know.
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we? Okay. All right.
We in fact did.
So 2.5 ounces of bourbon. I'm going to stir it again with my straw. And then I'm going to add my lemon shell first because otherwise it's going to be a mess. Okay.
These comments are hilarious in the zipper here. We good, we infected. What in the world is this? A blaxploitation picture?
Wait, what?
What?
We good? What? What are you even reading?
I'm reading the comments that are coming up on the auto text on the bottom, which I should just turn off because it's annoying.
I don't see those.
You don't. Yours are off.
Am I missing people's comments?
Closed captions are off. No, there's nobody commenting after
I thought you
recently.
meant.
No, auto text, auto generation. That's it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to me.
I'm not worried. I just
don't listen to me. Do your go about your business.
Okay, I won't. All right, bourbon squash.
Yeah. And by the way, I hope that people didn't actually not start watching us because we weren't there for a second because we were struggling with our internet connection, which did come back.
Man,
so the squash is
good.
I think it's a squash because of the fresh juice and the fact that you got all these citrus peels.
Good for him. Before Errol left for his dinner meeting, he had a beer.
Oh yay, smart man.
I'm gonna give myself a little more ice.
I'm gonna be a smart man and generate my next drink.
I need to take these out so I can put in more ice.
Which is my first drink.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. Which means that I could actually switch to bar cam.
Woo.
Let's see here. Here we go. Give me a second.
Okay.
And I'll see you over there, folks.
Okay. When I see him connect, I will add him to the broadcast.
There we go. Bar cam. Okay. Let me adjust here properly.
He's having way too much fun. Okay.
Yeah. You won't be able to hear me on this microphone because we have wicked echo when I do that.
Bourbon squash is really good. This is from Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink, 1946. There he is.
There we go. Son of a beach. Turn it off before. There we go.
Okay.
Better. I swear, every single step of the way. Son of the beach. And my glass could use a little polish too, as a matter of fact.
Oh, look at that Velvetine Lounge kitchen.
Oh, here's the one.
You gotta talk loud. Can you hear Paul?
Here's the one in teal. Yeah.
Let us know if you can hear Paul.
It says that everyone can see and hear me. Gee, I hope so. We try so hard for people to be able to hear me. So the first thing I'm going to do here is move this out the way so that I can work. Okay, that works.
Okay. Casey says he can hear you fine. So
I'm really just talking from across the room. If you can't hear me through this microphone, it's because again, echo cancellation is totally failing on this. But I think if you're in the same room, it's
cool. Thank you, Eric.
Not going to work well. So, by the way, so here's the other can of Spam Korean BBQ. This is the one that's going to get grilled up. But first, why don't I do something for myself? This is
thank you, Peter.
A drink that's called Golden Gloves, as in, yep, that kind of thing. Could you rattle off what's in this drink, please?
Yes, I absolutely can. Okay, you want to start with 2 ounces Cuban rum.
I have that. Where did I put it? I put it here. What do you know? Should I have this product in the bar? No.
Don't tell anyone.
This drink really called for a clear rum, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but it's kind of a simple decorate that thing, and I think I want to gas it up, so I'm using Siete Años. Oh, this is good stuff.
Hi, Kevin. Good to see you. This is going
to taste very nice. Therefore, this makes a great Mai Tai, and apparently this was one of the inspirations for the Mai Tai, so I decided to make it.
Kevin, we lost our internet right before this broadcast.
Literally.
I feel you.
Minutes. So ludicrous. Oh, I think I forgot one very important thing, which I'm going to have to go get. But could you read off what else is in this?
Yes, 1 teaspoon orange liqueur.
Okay, I've got that. Happen to have the Clement orange shrub, Creole shrub, which is really nice. This is very much in the same kind of... You
can probably tilt down the camera a little bit.
I probably could do that.
Yeah. People can see what you're doing better.
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah, now you can see things. Much better. I should probably tilt the whole thing then, couldn't I?
Yep. Hey. There you go.
Hey,
all right.
Now
we can see you.
Teaspoon of this. Teaspoon of what else?
Teaspoon of simple syrup, which is over here.
Which is over there. I should have taken it.
But you can take it back. I no longer need it.
When I walked over.
This is so good.
That is really good. I want one of those. Maybe later.
Maybe I think it's, well, I mean, obviously the 2.5 ounces of bourbon are not hurting. But the fresh juices.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
This bottle is drippy.
And speaking of fresh juices, next you need a 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice.
Which I squeezed earlier. And which is in that fridge. Ah! Oh well, it's always something. Hey, come on.
Hi, Alan and Elizabeth. Good to see you.
Stand up, please. There we go.
Ugh.
Difficulty behind the bar. My first difficulty is these black bars. Why can't I turn my camera? I don't get it. This is stupid. I could be showing you a lot of bar, and I'm holding my damn camera like this.
Well, sometime we need to set up the broadcast with more than like 15 minutes.
I checked all the settings. There is no setting that allows me to do this, which means a StreamYard has got a screw loose, which is idiotic. It is so stupid. So let's actually go with. I'm just going to go get all the one. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Go get that lime juice.
I'm going to get that one.
Yes. So for those of you just joining us, we lost our internet right before the broadcast. Have it back, thankfully.
Okay. You know what? I will take your 2 pitchers.
Oh.
That need to be bussed out of there anyway.
Actually, it's 2 pitchers, and it's these little trays.
There we go.
And you can take that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So do.
No, I don't want to remove Paul. It really wants me to remove Paul from the broadcast. No, he can stay. And yes, and so I made for my first drink bourbon squash from Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink, and it is yummy. Juice of 1/2 orange, juice of 1/2 lemon, 1 teaspoon sugar or simple syrup, and 2.5 ounces of bourbon. It hits the spot. Eric, I think in our case it's the weather because it's raining. So that's what I think it is. Plus, I think our timing is just impeccable. Let's see. This week I dropped and broke my brand new iPad, which I have a new one. Fortunately, we bought the Apple Care plan, so it's been replaced. And I've been stuck in an elevator. What else has happened this week? And it's only Wednesday, but I'm here now. We got our internet back. Yeah. Anyway, good times. Crazy week. How is everyone? Are you okay?
All right, 1/2 ounce on lime juice.
Okay, so he got his 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So far he's had 2 ounces Cuban rum, 1 teaspoon orange liqueur, 1 teaspoon simple syrup, the juice of 1/2 lime.
Which I'm calling 1/2 ounce. That tends to be that amount. And what I'm supposed to do with this is like flash blend with some ice.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
You say blend with ice and pour it into a chilled cocktail glass.
Okay, you know, I'm going to chill the cocktail glass. Flash chill.
Okay.
Because I can do that. Because I have
You
the ice
go.
bucket.
Oh, Eric, I doubt it's your fault. But it was just very strange. Yeah. And then also everyone today went to the supermarket.
Here we go.
Everyone's super cranky. I don't even know why. It wasn't crowded. It wasn't, yeah, it was fine. It just, everyone just looks like
Everyone's just gang minds.
pissed off. I'm like, ugh, I don't need it.
I'm going to move this over here. Premium is that space over here. Let's see. So, put that into your Hamilton Beach.
Oh, hi, Mom. Good to see you.
That really just takes a minute. It's just like a flash blender.
Hubby says when you're as old as me, seeing your feet in the morning is a good sign.
Ah! Okay.
We used to have a neighbor who said every morning he read the obits, and he's like, if I'm not in it, it's a good day.
Okay. Good day. I got a bunch of it over here. Oh man, that's really good. I'm glad I used a good rum. Last bit with this is to, yeah, this is telling me my mic is muted. You can hear me though. Last bit, take a bit of orange peel and give yourself a bit of, you know what bartenders like to do is kind of hit the rim as well. You're just expressing a little orange. I'm going to give a little bit more orange oil into it.
I want to try
and give
that.
it that little zazz. I'm going to take my bonus bet. So here we have something which was apparently, I believe, from the La Florida bar. Not the La Florida bar.
Yes, in the coupe,
from
Lisa.
La Florida bar.
Ah, okay. Cheers.
So this would have been, was that Cuba? So this is that's the joint where Hemingway hang
La
out.
Floridita.
Floridita. There we go. Thank you. Give it a try. You know, this is intended to be made with clear rum, and if you use a really nice clear rum, it's fine. But I used aged rum, and it's even better.
Oh, that's really good. I
really,
like that.
Really nice daiquiri variation. You just added a couple of notes. What's interesting is, what does this have in it? This has the aged rum. Oh, go ahead.
Eric says, at least your neighbors like it. This guy who would read the obits and cross the names out of the phone book. Creeper.
Weirdo. So look, what do we have here?
Peter says we're in Pisces. That might explain the crankiness. Interesting.
Well, if somebody could explain that, that would be good.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people today.
All right, give me a second here. So what do we have here? 2 ounces of aged rum, some orangey liqueur, some simple syrup, and lime juice. Does that sound like 2/3 of something else you know, or 3/4 of something else you know? You had orgeat. You get a Mai Tai.
Hi, John. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, man. John who?
John. Dr.
Oh, hey, doctor. Good thing. Yeah, this thing is 3/4 of a Mai Tai. And apparently it was one, Vic liked this a lot. It's in his first 2 drink books. And I'm like, do you think he decided to like work some variations? I'm thinking that myself. This is a speculation from Jeff Berry, but I think he's right. He's been right about the rest, so I will definitely credit him with that.
You might need to try it again, just to be sure.
It's a little full, a lot of sap. Might need to be drained if you want to give that another try. This little item with
try mine again as well.
This little item with bourbon is awfully similar in terms of what's in it, and therefore quite good.
That is really good.
That's really nice. I'm going to rinse this because I need to use it again, although do I even really need to rinse it? What the heck?
Oh, Eric says the only thing preventing me from being cranky today is ibuprofen. I'm sorry.
When I hurt myself recently, the urgent care actually prescribed naproxen, like the 12-hour stuff. And I don't like to take that because you're not supposed to interact with these things. And I'm like, well, this is painkiller too, you know. I also think if I hurt myself stupidly, then I don't mind a little pain to remind myself not to do that again. There we go. I'm going to repair to the bar top there because I got some more work to do.
Oh, he's got some Spam to slice.
Got some Spam.
So we will be sampling in just a moment the Korean BBQ Spam, which I had to order. I assume you could buy it in store, but I honestly don't know. I had to order it. I like the bar cam. I like doing this out here. I feel like even when we shoot inside, we should have like 2 different cameras. Why not? We can do it, right? Yeah, when I was in the hospital, well, I was only in the hospital for half a day, but when I was in the hospital earlier this year, I got some prescription ibuprofen, and yeah, let's hear it for painkillers. Hi, Ken. Good to see you.
Hey. Is that forever?
Oh, Ken says I took ibuprofen today just because current events made my head spin. I can't have a cocktail at 8 a.m. Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, you could. Classically, people would, particularly in that neck of the woods.
Dime says I've taken 6 and 3 Aleve, plus these muscle relaxers, and they're doing nothing for this. Oh, no.
Man.
Oh,
man.
Oh, Dime, I'm so sorry.
Tell you.
Pain is the worst.
Pain, I think pain in the head is the worst that I ever get.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
Lower back pain will totally take you out, too.
Pain is the worst. What year was it? 21? 21 or 22 when I totally pulled that muscle in my back.
Yep.
And I ended up in the emergency room. That was...
I think it was 21 because
21.
We were still in lockdown.
And yeah, it was... And then they misdiagnosed me, so...
Oh, great.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. finally, and since it was 21, I couldn't go see my doctor. But like over the phone, he's like, "Yeah, it sounds like a pulled muscle." After the emergency room was like, "I think you just have arthritis."
Get the arthritis,
and I'm like,
huh?
"No, this is not." And yeah, anyway, I got some good drugs that time too.
Anyway, more tools. The tools that you need for this operation are as follows.
Okay, so he's slicing up some Spam.
Spam slicer makes your job one hell of a lot easier. I like to call this a Spam mandolin, although a mandolin is actually a different device. But it does make a pretty good harp.
Yeah, Eric, right?
I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. We just watched that, of course, for last week's broadcast because we serve you folks. There we go. Spam, Korean BBQ. Let's make it happen, people. That's satisfying.
Don't cut yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with this. I did cut myself on the last can because I was cleaning it out. You really have to carefully.
Yeah, get your drink out of the way.
You have to give this a good bang so it pops out of there. This is pretty greasy. Yay.
They're practicing, Lisa. Yep. I love it.
Well, that's what they say. You know, a doctor doesn't have like a business. He has a practice. You think you're going into like heart surgery, you're like, you sure you want to practice?
Don't practice on me.
Shouldn't you do that first? On like a dummy or something? Anyway, gotta line this up properly and you get lovely, perfect slices. There we go. A little coercion and this thing will work just great. Boom. And it's just a guillotine type slicer. I just love the use of the term guillotine. And then you need to slice them again so that they get to be slider size.
Oh, Ken, I wonder if it would work on boiled eggs, the Spam mandolin.
Yeah, that would work fine. The only problem is they'd slip all over the place. So, but if they hold it in place, bang, right down, egg slicer. How many of these do you like?
I'll start with 2, but I only want 1 on a bun. Because
I'm going to do 6.
Yeah.
And if you eat them, you eat them.
Yep. I'll probably eat them.
Probably eat them. There we go. Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, do you hear that grilling?
There you go. Should be coming right near the microphone. Yeah, baby.
All right.
Now you get clean.
Spam mandolin is poetic.
Greasy process.
Yes, Peter, we got some King's Hawaiian rolls. You really need to come over, Peter. I know you're not as close as you used to be, but
Empty can. Oh, there's some stuff.
I don't know if I
There's some stuff in there.
This is almost gone. I feel like I need.
Tastes like Korean barbecue.
I don't want to make my second drink yet because it's gonna be too heavy.
Busting.
I feel like I need a spacer drink. What would be a good spacer drink? I know what I can do. I got this. Spam mandolin is poetic. I think I'm just going to do a little bourbon highball after this. I wasn't planning to, but I thought that with 2.5 ounces of bourbon, I would have this drink a lot longer, but it just went right down. Oh, Lisa, yes, I know. We need to do some videos. It's been a minute. It's just things have just been crazy. Oh, Kevin, I had to order this. If you go to the Spam website, you can order it. But yeah, I could not find it in the store. It was not for lack of trying. So I would just go order it. You can't have fried Spam without canned pineapple. I know, right? That's really good, actually, the Spam and pineapple. We did eat, but I tried to not eat that much before this because I knew I would be having a slider. So I hope that wasn't a miscalculation. Hey, Paul. He can't hear me. I'm just thinking bourbon would be disgusting with tonic, right? I want to make a highball. And I don't want just a bourbon and soda. Maybe, okay, I've got it. I'm going to do a bourbon, orange liqueur, and soda. I think that'll be good. Would any slice of cheese go with the Korean BBQ Spam? We'll try it in just a minute, Peter, and decide. I'm sure there is a cheese that would go well with it. Yeah, probably something. Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I was going to say something like slightly zingy, like a cheddar, but not so that it will overwhelm the BBQ flavor. I don't know. What am I saying? Oh, it sounds good. Okay, yeah. I hear Paul, but I don't see him. Yeah, he's in the house. Will he be back? Does anyone remember that from Tootsie? When Michael Dorsey leaves Sandy high and dry at the audition, and she looks at the receptionist and says, will he be back?
Hello.
Do we have, I need some soda and the orange liqueur.
Orange and white in the back. Soda we had. I hope we still have 5 cans.
We do. They're in that cart. Remember yesterday where I showed you?
Maybe I'll just grab a can to get the easiest.
And then I need something to put my shells on because I'm done with them.
Okay. Anything else?
Don't forget to give me sparkle.
Trying. I'm slicing up the buns. We, of course, have the King's Hawaiian, baby. This is the killer app with these, although there are 2 alternatives. King's Hawaiian also makes
Lisa, I love that memory.
Slider-sized pretzel rolls, OMG. And there's also, who makes the buns that are they call them, I think, party rolls or dinner rolls?
Martin's?
Martin's makes these
potato rolls.
Slightly smaller potato rolls that are this tiny little bun size. Those are absolutely ideal. Those were the first I used, and it was really hard to source them all, too.
Yes, it would depend on the strength of the cheese, Eric.
How many buns you're interested in?
I'll do 1 bun.
1 bun, okay.
And then I'll take 2 naked. We should have brought out some plates. Did you bring plates? All right.
Yeah. All right. You see, that's why I took a second. Make sure I have all the parts. I have to run back in to get plates.
My drink is gone. That's the problem.
Oh, jeez.
And I don't want to make my second drink yet because it's kind of a dessert drink.
It kind of is.
So I need a spacer.
A little salsa.
I do.
I also have beers in that for me, too.
Which I guess I could have a beer spacer. That's not a bad idea. Old man beer spacer? In the door.
Don't play?
Why not?
We got them in quantity.
All right.
Play.
We're going to have an old man beer spacer.
Montreal right now. This actually came directly from, this is the last of it. And I'll get you an appropriate glass.
Hi, Jaja. Good to see you.
Yeah.
From Swampy, Florida. I love it. Jaja's birthday. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday. I said naked. I did say naked. Oh, thank you. All right, I've got an old man beer. Tremblay.
I can join you in a tiny little bit of that. Yeah, that's actually quite good for the purpose. Oh, I also need something to turn that spam with.
Oh, it's Susan's birthday.
Hello.
Happy birthday, Susan.
Hey. Hello.
Ah, okay, got it. I'm on board now with Jaja.
I just heard something go pop. Perhaps I'll investigate that.
Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
Hey, Joe.
Something went pop?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. What? We lost our internet. I broke my iPad. I've been stuck in an elevator. Nothing else can happen this week. I went to investigate because something went pop. No. Happily, I am no longer in the elevator. Calgon, take me away. Exactly. My iPad got replaced. But it fell off my lap. So what, like maybe a foot and a half? Completely destroyed it. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Apple. Yeah. Anyway. Spam is coming. So this old man beer is Tremblay, which I'd never heard of until Ohana, but it's from Canada. It's actually pretty good. As far as old man beers go, I learned the hard way. Oh, Eric. Today is National Cousins Day. So if you haven't already, say hello to your cousins. Okay, hi, Eric and Brad. I'm positive you're not watching, but hello.
Who are you saying hello to?
National Cousins Day.
Oh, hello.
Show.
Okay.
And you could say hello to Denise. And
yes, Denise, Doreen, and
Doreen
Ed.
and Ed.
Yeah, definitely. Those are my cousins. So, hi guys. I don't know that they ever watch this show. They should.
I know.
A lot of fun. Gotta tell you. Put that right there. These things are growing up so nicely because there's a certain amount of sugar content in there. Nice grill marks.
I'm excited to try them.
They are looking cool. I'm telling you. Well, hopefully hot.
They look extremely hot.
On the buns, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, you should hold up the Tremblay can so people can see it.
I need to figure out where my camera is. There we go. Tremblay. Bier Bond Lager. This is an actually excellent product. It's
Hi, Mike. Good to see you.
more like, it's not exactly a high gravity, but it's like a high density, a maltier lager along the lines of the Mexican lagers. Like north and south of our border, they make some pretty heavy duty lagers. This is coming from French and German brewing tradition. So there you go. And I think that
It's also national. Yeah, Danielle said it was National Tequila Day.
what happened to my,
Pretty exciting.
I misplaced my drink. Haha. See, I still have a lot of this because it wasn't at my right hand.
Just don't say I like Jerry Lee Lewis. Oh, jeez.
Oh!
Yeah, no.
Not so sure about that part.
Okay, King's Hawaiian Rolls.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Throw these on there to get a little charred.
I'm glad I washed that placemat today.
Right.
Because yeesh.
I'm telling you. So I have some space over here in order to prep your next drink. Go.
Tequila and cousins. What could go wrong?
Because we're kissing cousins, and it makes it all right, all right, all right, all right.
I think that was the Jerry Lee Lewis comment.
I'm thinking of the Elvis song from the film Kissing Cousins, but really, I'm thinking of the cover by the Saints. That is just amazing. You got to see that. You got to hear that. Better yet. Okay, I think we're stable here.
Lisa shouldn't drink tequila, so I don't.
So I don't.
Oh, HBO Max. I was thinking I need to do a. I feel like we should only have. We should only be paying for one streaming service at a time. Although we're currently paying.
Correct.
We're currently paying for 2.
Yeah. No, we're not paying for 4 or 8 or 10 or even 3.
But I was thinking I've never actually paid for HBO. No, I had a free trial of HBO Max a while ago. But there's a lot of stuff I want to see on HBO Max. So I think I might need to get rid of some stuff and and do that.
Among other things, why I really enjoy sitting out here in this room when the temperature is temperate. It really did
Ew.
blow off to the point where it's possible to be in here.
Is the song Kissing Cousins?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Kissing Cousins from the movie Kissing Cousins. Check out, you can just go to any of these services. We're on YouTube right now. I can name YouTube. And you can find audio of the Saints performing that from their 1977 album. Brilliant. They independently invent punk rock in Australia. And there they are. They're just amazing. They're just fantastic. And they do Kissing Cousins. It's hilarious. It's kind of great. One thing I like about sitting here is that we're sitting next to our little coconut lamp. We built this. And this is literally half a coconut. It's inspired by the lamps in, let's see, Thin Man After the Thin Man, Another Thin Man from 1939. Back in New York, they go to the West Indies Club. And these lamps are on the table. They're slightly different. They kind of a candy stripe coating, and they're like more like very much a candy cane shape. This one's a little gentler, but they also wrap around and they form an ashtray at the bottom because people are smoking, right? Well, we have a little ashtray from Trader Vic's that I decided to drop that right in. This actually, what this is made out of anyway, this is literally a piece of copper tubing that you should use for plumbing that I bent into the shape, snaked a piece of cable into there, and then wired it up with a just miniature lamp. That's it. We built this. This I like a lot. This is among my favorite things we've ever done. I want to do a lot of these, and we almost got them at Deluma, but
hi, Gettysburg
he had to close. Hey,
good to see you. Yeah, so pull up the Trader Vic's ashtray.
Yep.
Our friend Donna gave us this.
Yeah, very cool.
Super sweet.
That's great. She knew that we needed, right? Okay, I will take my plates, which are over there. Okay.
Over there.
Over there.
At Barcam.
Barcam.
I guess I could be
Barcam.
turning it off of
Plates.
Barcam when we're sitting over here.
No, let's leave it on.
You want to leave Barcam
Barcam's
on?
lovely.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with
Oh, Peter says, I remember seeing a band in NYC in the early 90s called Devil Dogs.
the Devil Dogs.
The slammin' version of Kissing Cousins, too.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, we ended up with 4 buns here.
I only wanted one bun.
1 bun.
Thank you.
Oh, here we go.
Although,
3 lids.
should we just try the Spam? There's no Spam in here.
I know.
Oh,
I'm not done. Jeez.
I just,
Give the man a chance, will you?
no, you put a bun over. I thought it had Spam in it.
I think I got that wrong, though. Did I get all these parts? How did I get that
I don't
wrong?
know. But
No, this is a bun.
we should try one without the bun.
Oh,
And
no,
then
this is
try
fine.
it with.
This is fine. This is fine.
We
This
need
is
a
good.
fork
I have a fork.
so we can try it without a bun. Since we are doing a taste test. Ooh, that's done.
Okay, open that up, please.
Oh,
And here you
yeah,
go.
it's definitely done.
And you get 3 of these.
Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect.
Get on. Come on.
It is just super hot though, so I don't want to pick it up.
Yeah, give it a second.
Yeah.
Loop,
Korean
loop,
BBQ.
loop, 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 de loop.
The presentation leaves something to be desired, but
Oh,
whatever.
well, we're improvising here, and
Whatever.
obviously, I'm actually just working with what I got, but it's actually pretty damn good.
Oh, Gettysburg Man, please share them. I'd love to see them. Working on some printouts for over our bar cart for Halloween. Yeah, I want to see that for sure.
Yay.
Yeah, I definitely want to try this without the bun because I've never tried it before, but thank you.
There you
A
go.
little hot.
It is quite hot right now. It's very true.
I got a fork pick.
Fork pick.
I'll just hold it up in the fan and let it cool.
Now, the killer app, of course, is to use a little sriracha on these.
I want to try it without anything. I want to try it unadulterated.
One thing about the sriracha,
and then we can
is
adulterate
it
it.
separates in the heat, and then you get all this vinegar. So you have to give it a shake. The ultimate is, I think, sriracha mayo, which I didn't really take the time to do, but you can. And then there's these pickled jalapenos. That's the killer right.
I probably want some sriracha. I don't need mayo, but
Would you like the pickled jalapeno?
no, thank you.
Okay. I will have them. I like them. I think they
Cool.
were just great with Korean barbecue flavors.
That's
Another great
really
thing-
good.
Another great thing is that the fluid from the pickled jalapenos is a pretty good shot.
Oh, John says to make a cocktail, and I'm too tired to mix. Sad trombone. Oh. Oh.
No. All right.
This is good. The Korean BBQ Spam was good.
We try it on the air for you, so you don't have to. But you know what? When it turns out excellent, we'll tell you about it. Hey. Or the slider, this is superior. This is great.
When it turns out not excellent, we will also tell you about it. But this is good.
We have
I
actually,
like it.
we've tried a lot of alternates to Spam. That's a really funny way to put it, but there's a lot of Spam imitators out there. And I think we've tried, by this point, probably 8 or 10 of them. And I got to say, most of them don't quite get it right because it's not just pork shoulder. It's other filler like chicken and turkey. And that will give you a different texture. Sometimes it's a lot more fragile, so it's a little hard to work with. But the one that really nailed it was from Canada, Click. Click is like absolute Spam clone. The only thing is it's a lot oilier, so it just renders a ton of fat. And you're like, whoa, it just lubricated my entire grill with that brick. And away you go. That was
Ooh, grilled watermelon and feta salad. That sounds amazing.
Our buddies Jim and Jen gave us a can of Click at a prior Ohana, and we tried it out. And I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, it's okay. Godzilla -1. It's on Netflix, YouTube, and Microsoft Pay. We're currently paying for Netflix.
Might as well take a look, right? That's what I think. So the great thing is, like, if we say,
This
wow,
is good.
I'd really like more of these. I have the remainder stuck in the fridge in the Spam container. Yeah, there's a dedicated Spam container. Actually, we have 2 of them.
What do you think? I like it.
I think this, I just literally said this is a superior product. This is really, really good. They've added flavors to it. It really makes great grill marks because there's a higher sugar content here.
Nothing you did, I think, will ever match Hilarious Bean Boozle fail ever seen on YouTube. Ah, okay.
Matter what?
Lisa, yes, it is going on the Christmas tree. Save that can.
Okay.
Save that can.
Yes, absolutely. Korean barbecue is unique, so obviously we save cans and do stuff with it.
Oh, up here in Montreal, we grew up with Click.
Who's this?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, Click is, as I'm telling you, that's the one that really nails the flavors of Spam very well. It's got the sweet, salty, and smoky flavors of the stuff. However, they are obviously putting a lot more pork fat in there because it's like, wow, this stuff is greasy. A lot more than regular Spam. It's really amazing. But Jim and Jen also this year gave us a can of, I think it's called Quality.
Well, didn't they give you the Tremblay too?
Yeah, they gave us a 12-pack of Tremblay, which we're still working down. You're drinking one now. Tremblay's good. I like this stuff. I wish I could get it here. We can get all sorts of things. We cannot get that. We'd have to meet you at the border and do a swap.
Bamboozled. Okay. Meet at the border.
Meet you at the border, you know?
Nothing suspicious about that. We'll just meet up at the border.
Just put the cars back to back, open the trunks, and just do a swap. And, like, you know, then we have 2 different sets of customs.
When no one's looking.
2 different sets of customs going, yeah, we're going to pay a lot of attention to these 2 cars.
Create a distraction.
Reminds me of the time we came back to customs from Mexico, and, like, I announced that I had tobacco products. And they were very interested in me then.
Bobby. Constantly drop what?
Man.
Bobby, what?
Big fun. Big fun. Okay, this is a bit
Ooh,
drippy.
Miami
So
Vice theme.
Mm.
I have a friend who's so into Miami Vice.
Yeah.
One of his absolute
Yeah,
favorite
Will.
shows. Yep.
he's like that's his show ever.
Mhm.
I was like, hey man, you got your show, get your show. My show is probably The Prisoner, but that just suits my disposition. They also came along at a very particular point in my life where it just clicked. And I'm like, it's still great. It's still great. It's not the only show though. I mean, things like KRP I grew up on are awesome. They're just fantastic shows.
I love WKRP.
They're just great writing, great ensemble. That's what makes a good show.
Peter, this is definitely a yay.
Yeah,
This is good.
This is thumbs, Peter.
They did well with this.
I know that you consume all sorts of pork products and beef products,
Korean BBQ Spam.
lamb products, chicken products.
I mean, if you can find it in the store, yay you. I think they only carry it in Walmart, honestly, but if you can find it in the store, yay you. But I had to order it.
Yeah.
I had to order it. So
mine contains.
It was worth it.
Mine has a little sriracha and one jalapeno, pickled jalapeno. That I think is a killer app with these sliders. That is the thing. Some people are like, well, I don't like the heat. Leave off the jalapeno. But the sriracha, it's a little sweet. It's a little hot. It's sort of like Thai chili sauce, air quotes. Close enough. It works very well.
We saw a video today that my brother-in-law sent us, which is from. I can tell you what it's from, and if you're interested, you can go watch it. Ask Aubrey. This is on X, formerly Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ask_Aubrey on X.
Yeah.
And then there was this gal, Teresa, who placed an order for an expensive Dyson hair tool on Walmart. And when she had to, it didn't work. And when she had to return it, went through like this Sisyphean version of hell trying to get her money back. And it just made me think of when we ordered our sofa and they sent the wrong color. So I had to send it back.
Also Walmart.
And it must have taken 3 weeks for them to process the return. Now, fortunately, they did process the return.
Yeah.
Unlike Teresa, who had to go through hell. But it took forever.
What is the phrase? Jumping through hoops of fire.
Backwards naked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
she is not naked in her video. She's in her car talking about it.
So I just
think it's pretty freaking hilarious.
It's hilarious because
everyone has had this experience.
Fortunately, she has a sense of humor about it. But
we were talking. This was announced to us as a sort of Ellen Waite's experience. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief! We predicted this 2 years ago.
Oh, Ari said, I said that because you were talking about the border swap, and I can see Jan Hammer scoring that event. Eric, that would be funny. Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Peter says Thanksgiving isn't complete without WKRP. You are correct, Peter. We will watch it several times.
I think I think it's the only video that we bought from Apple TV. So we own it.
Says, we tried the Norwegian Spam version, and all I can say is, oh, duh.
Do they have?
Hi, Amy. Good to see you. So we just tried Korean BBQ Spam.
Oh boy, are you interested in this product?
Good. It's good.
Amy presented us with how many cans of Spam?
So many.
Was it 4 or 5? I mean, it was a lot of Spam. We didn't even get to it. We still have it. We're cooking it now. It's amazing.
Dime, the teriyaki is good too.
It is good.
Yeah, Dime is saying, how does the teriyaki rate versus the Korean BBQ?
I mean, it's a very similar style of product in which it's sort of a marinated product with fairly high sugar content.
Yeah.
So it will form really great grill marks. It chars up nicely. It's a different flavor profile because they just put different things into it. And honestly, how does that compare with the figgy pudding Spam? The figgy pudding was also flavored up with various
weird
and sundry. I thought that the flavors worked.
It wasn't terrible. It was just a little odd.
If it was bizarre, it was not terrible. And like I'm intrepid, I will eat all sorts of things, and I will not go, "OMG, that's the worst thing I've ever had." No, it was kind of fascinating actually. But then there was, of course, the pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice belongs in basically
Ew.
nothing except pumpkin eggnog, I guess,
Peter, you
or
should
pumpkin pie.
suggest that to them.
But like people put it in everything. They say it's in your latte. It's in your regular coffee. It's in your like Little Debbie's. There's pumpkin spice everything. And pumpkin spice spam is fairly bizarre, although still we ate it. You know.
Right.
I think we still have a can. I hope it's good. You know, I'm getting low now
I hope
too.
I fixed it.
What am I supposed to do?
Did I fix it or did I make it worse?
Turn towards me again.
Did I fix it or did I?
I think you fixed it. I think she fixed it. I think she fixed it,
I
folks.
hope I fixed it.
Good.
The pumpkin spice was weird, Amy. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's slightly bizarre. But Amy, you actually were able to enjoy last year Ohana, where we was presented with a can of figgy, and I'm like, damn it, I'm cooking this now. And I think you were in on that, and it's strange, but actually pretty good. I thought it was kind of a great tribute to that. And then you made figgy pudding last year. We still have some frozen, and you know what? It's extremely dense and chewy and boozy, and it's kind of awesome figgy pudding.
Lisa,
it's supposed to be like very highly caloric from when you need to like put a layer on when it's freezing outdoors. So I think it's a good idea. You know, I like the whole idea with that.
Yes, we're out here in the Tiki.
There you go. Hello.
Yes. It's cool enough to be out here. It's still a little schwitzy, but it's it's all right.
When we first got out here, I measured. I'm like, how bad is it? It was like 75 on the floor. I'm
it's
like,
a little humid, but
humidity is kicking it up. But
like...
it started raining, and it's just kind of like it's a temperate summer night. You know, it's not craziness. It's still July. It's still sweaty.
No, Kitty says,
like
I'm ready for pumpkins and cozy sweaters.
Oh boy.
You
know, it's around the corner.
I do love fall.
We might be in the midst of sweaty summer right now. And I'm like, yeah, and how long is that going to last?
I don't want sweaty summer to go by too quickly, though, because
I could deal with...
I need a minute.
I could deal with the humidity, like, waning to the point where it's just, like, a nice dry heat, and it's, like, beautiful outdoors, and it's, like, blue skies and all that. I know I'm talking my laundry list here. I'm going to present that to the universe and say, give me these things. And they're going to say, ha, 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 earthquake, you know? But, jeez.
No, that's my week.
That's your week, you know? You know, tornadoes.
Oh, Eric, I do that when I can't sleep. Eric said, I'm doing something more challenging. I'm trying to stay present. When I can't sleep and I'm thinking of like when my mind is going to 1,000 horrible places, I just try to stay present. Sometimes it works. But yeah, I get it. There's something I was going to reply to.
Let me know if we have any further interruptions in the internet because I've got the hardwire ready to go.
If we have any further interruptions in the internet, everyone will know.
Everybody's going to know about it. She go and tell you.
No. Well, I was thinking about Pepper Tree Villas and how they start doing their Christmas trees in September. And we're probably not going to start in September, but I feel like we need to start a little earlier this year because...
Maybe October.
Because...
The big tree goes up in October and becomes a Halloween tree. So basically October 2, it should be ready to roll, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be up and ready to go. We have to evict a bunch of stuff to make that work.
But I'm just thinking
even more this year than usual.
I wouldn't necessarily decorate them for Christmas, but I feel like by probably Thanksgiving, we need to have the other trees up. Not trimmed, but at least in place. Because Thanksgiving is late this year, by the way.
It happens to be, third week in November is how it is defined, which means it's a moving holiday. And that can move depending on your first week in November, right? So it's weird. It's like the lunar holidays.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay, I think there's a side conversation going on here.
I'm enjoying a little rum myself, by the way.
Oh, Peter says,
a little.
The lake I go swimming in needs heat and humidity to be tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in our friend's pool on Sunday, and it was lovely. It was
Gorge.
like, yeah,
Gorge.
gorgeous. It's not heated, but it's late July. It
In
was
July,
wonderful.
you do not
Yeah.
need to heat pools, in my opinion. I mean, I grew up with a pool that was not heated. And the fact is, when
Oh my gosh, Lisa, is there planning to put up their Halloween in 2 weeks?
man,
They're so organized. I'm a little
Seriously.
envious.
seriously. So let's actually mention two things right now. My mother's home that we moved to in 1971 had two things initially. Hold on. It had two things initially that are notable here. We're talking about pools. It had a heated pool. It had a heater and had a huge tank of propane. And she used that for about a year and said, it took a look at the propane bill and said, and then that was the end of the heated pool. So we dealt with basically a cold pool in that period of time. But you get to August in Rhode Island, man, that pool's going to heat up. It was never a problem. Kids, you just jump in the pool and you're done. And it was super hot outside. It's so refreshing.
Okay, Eric says, you
So-
know who I'm talking about when I say Aphex Twin.
I know the term, yes. Yeah, we know Apex. I don't think I've ever spent time listening to them, but apparently I should. If you have any
I know the
recommendations,
name.
Eric, if you got stuff that I should listen to, just drop me in the email. You know me, and I'm glad to. Don has
Oh.
been sending a lot of great stuff, and I've been like
Got it.
downloading and listening, and it's been awesome.
Eric says, I was mentioning him because it gets me that his Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 turns 30 years old.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I was going to say, I
All of this
recognize the
stuff.
name, but whoa, got it.
I recognize
got
a
it.
lot of names like from back in the day, and I used to hear names like.
The unheated pool I knew was called the Atlantic Ocean.
and
That's
then
how
right,
I felt about the Pacific Ocean.
yeah, well, we swam in that too. Although the Atlantic apparently was a lot warmer than the Pacific, which is amazing. The
The Pacific
Atlantic,
Ocean was damn cold.
we knew the Atlantic on the southern coast of the state, which was basically open ocean. That got pretty rough sometimes. But we also had the bay, and the bay was actually pretty calm. And you're just there in seawater. It was fantastic. It's lovely, and now that it's largely cleaned up, I think that things have definitely improved. Now you can dig quahogs out there, right? But we were talking about home bars, and the house that you moved into had this built-in in the basement that was no more or less than a bar. It had stool. Well, it didn't have stools. She picked those up. You could actually like sidle up to this thing, and behind it was space and shelves where you could like put bottles. And it was designed for entertaining. And I don't know how much it had ever been used for that. We never used it for that. She always entertained out back by the pool, obviously,
Because you had a pool.
Because you had a pool. If you have a pool, you're not going to be in the basement. Unless you've got a really large
Unless
party.
it's like December.
Unless you've got a really large party and people are breaking away into little groups.
Although I
Which happens.
take it back because there was one year, not too many years before
Moons
your
ago.
mother left us, when we did Christmas at her place and you grilled.
I did.
Yeah. And that
So,
that was Christmas. So
I like grilling, and I like putting a little fish out there for Christmas. Christmas and Thanksgiving, I think, deserve some fish products.
oh,
And shellfish
Kevin,
products.
yes, we are going to be regular visitors to ETI Radio. We
Yes.
won't be on in August because of scheduling conflicts, but we will be back in September.
We figured out the whole issue with the audio. Our host,
Yes, we did.
our host is great and gracious, and we tried things, and he was just like, we really got to make this work better for you. So he got us he pointed us to an app. We downloaded it. I did a test recently, and everything sounded fabulous. So I was like, this is cool. This will totally work. It's very easy
So
to set.
yes, September.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
So we'll suddenly sound like we're supposed to, and we'll be conversing, and we won't have any like horrible internet audio problems. Crossing fingers, because
Freaking icy.
how do I know?
Amy, I know
Icy.
the feeling.
Well, the ocean has a tendency to be pretty brisk at most times of the year. In August, that's one thing. In November, and then there's those guys and gals who will jump in on January 1st. The polar bears.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's a shock to the system. I have actually never jumped in. I always threatened to do it, but I was always a little scared. And then one day, my mother noted that the thermometer had broken off and dropped to the bottom of the pool. And this was the thing in April when she was just about to open it up. And she says, "Oh, gee, can I fish that out?" And I was like, there's only one way to do it. Dive in, grab it, and come back out. And I think the pool water was something like 42 degrees.
Oh,
So I I put on a bathing suit. I said, I better put on a t-shirt. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, bang. And that was like, that was like knives to my gut. It was so cold. And I'm like, swim, 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 grab it, go. Wow, that was freezing.
Oh, Casey just watched that video of the Dyson return.
Hilarious. Friggin' hilarious. I love our correspondence like that.
That was 50%.
I think that she should know us because I think she needs to be in Ellen Waits too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just amazing.
This is
She had the
try not to go
experience.
in, if at all possible.
By the way, isn't Ellen Waits suddenly?
Oh, I did put Ellen Waits on Vimeo, you guys. So if
Hello?
you haven't seen Ellen Waits,
Want to drop the link?
maybe I'll drop the link.
Many of you have because we had a free weekend about a year ago, and it's been a while since then.
I'm
and you know what?
to generate
Things
views.
are going on, and we're like, we want to make this available. We are not going to YouTube this thing because that's just an insult to the product.
Nope.
But we could put it up on Vimeo. Vimeo is totally available to you. You just go and hit it. I think it's a more professional format, and away we go. And I know I'm insulting one of our venues here, and I'm like, whatever, I don't care. They don't do too much for me. They're all free. If we eventually end up doing this on Twitch, fine. Fine. By the way, I'm like out, and I need to do a thing, so maybe I'll go do that.
I'm going to copy. Okay. I'm going to share the link. So you can go see Ellen Waits. I'm hoping they'll pick it up as one of their staff picks. So let's try to get some people watching Ellen Waits. Try to get Vimeo to share it as a staff pick. That's sort of a feather in your cap. So let's try to do that. Oh, Peter says, I remember going to Rhode Island with my family for the summer of '86. I thought the water was great. And the mini golf course was awesome too. Do you remember where you were, Peter, in Rhode Island? I love that. Polar bear plunge. I'm horrified just thinking about it. I mean, bless them for being able to jump into that freezing water, but that is just painful to even think about. Let's make Ellen Waits a staff pick.
Yeah. Now you're rocking.
I have shared the link.
Who do we?
Oh, Kevin says, I've been an ETI radio junkie for years, on the chat constantly. Oh, Kevin, I'm excited. Good. I know. I'm sorry it didn't work out this month. It's just, yeah, scheduling, summer. What are you going to do? But yeah, we'll be there September.
Drinky too.
Oh, what are you making there, Paul?
I think it's time.
How do we make it a staff pick? Amy, I don't know if it just has to be watched a lot or what. Yeah. Let's try to make it go viral. Let's make it so they can't ignore it.
That's the ultimate. Make
I've
it
been
viral.
bad because I haven't shared it.
You can't make
I
it
only
viral.
just made it
It's
public.
just going to do it on its own.
Ellen wants to be seen. Ellen deserves to be seen.
Ellen does deserve to be seen. Some of you have seen Ellen. It's hilarious. Watch it again sometime.
I mean,
we made a good product. I'm proud of it.
It's not, obviously it's
Not
not like Casablanca, but
not everything can be Casablanca. Not even Casablanca.
it's not Citizen Kane. But you know what? I wasn't trying to make Citizen Kane. So, all right. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys are listening to ETI Radio. I'll do a better job of promoting it for September. It's been a little crazy. It's carnival season, which is great because we make money, but some things go by the wayside. So.
Okay, so what we have here is the QB cooler. I'm going to ice this sucker first.
Can you still hear Paul? Let us know. He's talking a little low. He's being a low talker.
I'm talking as loud as I can, considering the circumstances, and we're going to actually fill this guy with a bunch of ice. That seems to be about right. Okay. fun ice bucket.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, that was actually perfect.
Paul is being heard. Okay, good. They can hear you.
Oh, good. Excellent. So here's what goes into this item.
Then we can make my second drink.
Feed me, Seymour. Okay. Ounce of orange juice. I happen to have orange juice right here.
Outside of Providence. Okay. The radio station played a lot of Yardbirds the week I stayed there. All right, Casey, are you still here? The radio station played a lot of Yardbirds.
That could be Brown University Radio, which would have done that back in the day.
Okay, all right.
80s? Yeah, they were very fond of that because that was in their playlist.
Paul's having his own ice bucket challenge.
That's my high school radio station is WBRU, and they regularly had Yardbirds on there. So I'm thinking that's probably the only thing that could have possibly been that. Because otherwise you had like the hard rock station, and there's no way that they.
Oh, Lisa, thank you.
Ounce of orange juice. Okay. Do you need this too?
No.
No, that was your first drink, didn't it? Orange.
Yes.
Okay.
I need the milk in my next
Milk
drink.
Right here. Okay, I got this so I know what I'm doing. Half ounce lime juice, half ounce honey mix, quarter ounce Falernum. Okay.
So he's making a QB cooler. Did you announce that?
I did.
Okay.
Lime juice.
You got the lime juice, orange juice, honey mix,
Honey mix.
falernum.
That's like a quarter ounce of falernum. That's a lot of work to go through just to get a quarter ounce.
1 ounce soda
but we
water.
make falernum, and I'm also making some right now. Quarter ounce falernum, half ounce honey mix, half ounce fresh lime juice, 1 ounce orange juice. It says 1 ounce of soda water. I might as well put that in right now.
4 dashes Angostura bitters, you said.
I'm rattling it off. I got it right here.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
The soda water is really.
Chump don't want the help.
Open
Chump
this up.
don't get the help.
Chump is not going to need the help. We're good.
QB cool. Amy is saying, "What's a QB cooler?"
So the QB stands for Quiet Birdmen. This is an aviators group that was formed after the Great War. You know, that's what people called it then. Was it really great? No, it was terrible. Many people slaughtered for no particular reason. No reason whatsoever. We still don't know why that happened.
Good night, Jaja. Happy birthday.
But the folks who were like flying the rickety airplanes of the day decided that they needed a club, and that's the Quiet Birdmen. And among them was Mr. Who am I thinking of? No, that's totally wrong. Totally spacing who was in that. But yeah, a lot of famous aviators actually were in this thing.
The only famous aviator
and years later, Don, the beachcomber, who decided that he was going to come up with a drink to honor them. And this is the thing. And for a long time, he thought that Trader Rick was ripping him off by coming up with a copy of his drink.
Oh, Eric, thank you.
And we think that ultimately that's probably not the case.
Radio
but I still like
Birdman.
a QB. It's a good thing. And I'm down to the soda water now. We did an ounce of light rum, an ounce of dark rum.
So Dime is
I've got
asking,
that.
what's ETI Radio? Exotic Tiki Island Radio. He's had us on a couple of months. Once a month we go on and we share a vintage recipe, and like a vintage food recipe. And it's not going to work out for August, but we'll be on again in September. So I will definitely share the link ahead of time. It's really fun. It does such a good job.
What?
Oh, Peter says, I also used to go to Cape May, New Jersey.
Hey, May.
Oh. Remember WMMR in Philly and WPRB in Princeton. Oh my gosh.
Princeton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to look this
Ginger
up because
syrup.
I'm looking this up.
I'm gassing up the ginger syrup with a little bit of ginger extract because I think it's appropriate. The extract.
Don the Beachcomber.
Yeah. Here is. And a half teaspoon of ginger syrup. That's a lot of work to go through just to get a half teaspoon, guys.
You think it was
Sort
a particular person?
Who says?
You said.
Particular person
The
what?
Quiet Birdman.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh was a quiet version.
Okay.
I kept thinking Armstrong. That's FM radio. Speaking of FM radio, just saying, different guy, also involved in that war. And we need a little bit of, like a half ounce of Demerara. We've got that. Oh. Need to find it, that's all.
It's there.
You've got to be patient.
Just got to be patient.
There we go.
He found it.
There all along. And that's a capper. So 2.5 ounces is slightly high for a drink of this type, but not very high. Okay, put that on your Hamilton Beach.
Is Hamilton Beach related to Don Beach?
Never thought about it that way. But since Don Beach was not beach, no.
Hamilton Beach probably wasn't beach either.
No, it was really farmed by 2 guys named Hamilton Beach.
But Hamilton wasn't beach.
No, it was not.
Hamilton wasn't a beach.
It was not a Hamilton Beach.
Hamilton wasn't a beach.
And then pour into your glass.
Beach, please.
Wow, this doesn't even fit. I love it. We need a swizzle. I think I'll use a Velvetiki Lounge swizzle.
Those are in short supply now.
They are. Do you have some? Hold on to them.
Do you ever just add ginger liqueur if you don't have the specific syrup? Yeah,
Yes.
Definitely.
Absolutely. If you're talking about the really kick-ass ginger liqueurs like Barrow's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here it says, I'm still trying to make a video based on a weird dream I had as a child. Interesting. Okay. Do it. I had a weird dream last night that was so specific. Dreams are weird things.
I was looking for a straw. I couldn't find the straws. I was looking for.
I brought a ton. Here. I
I'm
got
use the
straws.
Velvetiki Lounge kitchen straw. I think these are the glow-in-the-dark
I got
straws.
straws up the wazoo. I think because you couldn't find one, so I brought them all out here.
That's why. Skunking me. So, we'll just put this right back here. But I also need some decor. Do you know what the heck I did with the mint? I brought some mint in. Oh, here we go. I should find the mint. It's right to my right. And in we go.
Look at that.
Look at that decor. Now that is an attractive looking tropical. But it's not quite done, is it? What might belong on this drink?
Oh yeah, Hamilton might have been a beach in the Carolinas.
I'm missing something.
Well, there's Hamilton's rum too. See?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There we go. Umbrella.
All right, let's.
Boom. Shall we try this?
Yes, I think we shall.
And then I still have another drink to make, but you need to make it at the bar cam because
I do. Another bar cam drink. You know, that's really good.
it is good.
It's a typical Don Beach drink where it's like way too many ingredients, blah, 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 and you come up with something that's actually very tasty. Supposedly, Vic had one of these, Trader Vic, and said, I want to duplicate that. And his drink has 4 ingredients. 4.
I was about to say, I still like a Mai Tai better, but it's good.
The thing is, then there's the idea that he wasn't really riffing off of the QB cooler, that Vic was riffing off of the Golden Gloves, which I made earlier. And the Golden Gloves is much more related to a Mai Tai. So you got to think, you know, everybody was borrowing from everybody back then. Anyway, more sliders. Yay. Oh, I'm happy.
I hate to make you work again, but
Now, I'm going to take a second because you still have some beer. But that's the one like too, isn't it?
it is
Uh-huh.
my old man beer.
For a second, enjoy my slider. And then we'll get you set up on a drink.
I will not make you get up before you enjoy your slider.
What is in your drink? You could rattle it off right now.
Okay.
And then
Storm
I'll
is raging, power flickering. Oh,
Oh!
no, Kevin.
No, man.
Oh, man.
That's north of our border, right?
Yes.
Whoa, man.
Yes.
Son of a-
Ah.
Yowza.
What was Paul? Paul's drink is the QB
QB
cooler.
It is in a lovely Hanalei double old fashioned, which the Hanalei Hotel was the original name for
The Crown Plaza,
Crown Plaza,
in San Diego.
San Diego, where we attended Tiki Oasis 4 years running, did a presentation, enjoyed their pool, enjoyed the thing, enjoyed the craziness that was Oasis. I tell you.
So my next drink is also from Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink, 1946. The Banana Cow. It's a simple drink, more of a smoothie, really.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Clinton. Good to see
Hello.
you. I love Korean food.
Mm-hmm.
Not was there for over 2 years back in the day. Back in the 1980s. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Banana Cow. Yeah. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you.
Well,
yeah,
you know,
it's kind of a smoothie with rum.
the Koreans have a unique cuisine, which is like heavily based on their territory. They have access to ocean. They have access to a lot of the land.
Korean food is good.
They have like like a very rugged climate, so there's a lot of very hearty things that they do, like big soups and
Thai
things.
chicken.
They're very fond
Yum.
of beef products, and their seafood products. So it's all in there with like a lot of other cuisine of that area of the world. But there's unique things that they do, like the Korean barbecue and the sauces.
I love that.
And of course, then there's the fermented products, and it's like this is very important
Yeah.
to these things. We were just talking about like the Scandinavian spam. I'm thinking, is that the strumming spam? That would be fascinating. Oh, good God! But people will talk about kimchi, and it's like, well, there's all sorts of kimchi. Like everybody's grandmother has a kimchi formula.
Killed my own baby.
Yeah. There you go. And it's really good. Fermented products are really good. I was actually just talking about these pickled jalapenos, and like just even like the solution they're pickled in, I think is actually very very good for you. So anyway,
I didn't have my supplement. I'll have to have it with
you shall.
my
You shall.
banana.
Still
cow.
enjoying a QB cooler. I know many people have been asking about this. It is.
Tequila makes me evil. Lisa.
Well, I will say that as liquors go, I don't know that anyone in particular is really going to do any more than anything else of similar proof. So it really depends on what we're talking about. People will say, like, oh, Scotch really messes me up. Well, single malt Scotch tends to be like 100 proof, 110 proof.
Yeah, so it's going to mess you up.
If you're having the same amount as anything else, you've got much higher octane. That's very important. And there was a craze several years ago in London for absinthe before it became legal back in the States. And people realized it was never illegal in the UK, and then people started drinking it. They're used to shots of whiskey and stuff. Gin, it's 80 proof. This stuff was 114. People were ending up on the floor.
Ooh.
This is a problem. You got to watch what's in there.
Tequila makes her evil, Eric.
Now, tequila, the only thing in particular in there that might be different is the fact that it's an agave product, and you have a lot of residual sugars from the process that turns the agave pineapple, the piña. It's not really a pineapple, it just kind of looks like one. The core of the plant has a lot of sugars that you can ferment, and that is used in the process. And if you get 100% agave, which is really the only way to go, anyhow, because otherwise it's just cut.
Oh, Peter, we have good markets here.
Then you do have those residual sugars. Some people are like, I can't take agave. Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And that could be a problem too. If you're sensitive to the product, there we go. Some people watching you are sensitive to certain products, like any spam that's actually marinated in soy sauce, Amy's going to have a problem with.
Amy says,
so we do not serve her.
Every time you say banana, I hear Southern culture on the skids in my head thinking about banana pudding, banana pudding.
Now that you've got me thinking, that's all I'm thinking about too. Yeah, it's a great song.
When you're ready, we can blend my drink. It's a blender drink.
What else is in there? I just want to make sure I've got it all up to my fingertips.
It calls for the banana. This is Banana Cow from Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink. 1 crushed ripe banana, 1 teaspoon sugar or simple syrup, 3 ounces milk, 1.5 ounces light rum.
I got that all back there. And just blend and pour?
Combine in a blender with crushed ice. serve in a tall glass.
You have
There's
a
a tall glass.
I have a tall glass.
I happen to
Let's-
have one ready.
Oh, what do you know? I guess it's time for me to get busy again. Shall we repair to bar cam?
Chop, chop.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, moving, she said.
Chop, chop.
Hi, folks. So Barcam here. We are ready to go with a drink that's actually going to use the blendor, as in wearing, and not the Hamilton Beach for once. Love the Hamilton Beach. It's perfect for your Mai Tai and QB Cooler style
Yeah,
drinks.
Hamilton Beach. That's just Bermuda, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Hamilton, Bermuda. Exactly. Now you're talking. Boom, boom, boom. And the fact is, when Trader Vic and Don Beach talk about blender drinks, they're really probably talking about the Hamilton because it's a shake maker. And all they needed to do is just like dump in this thing, zzz, and pour. Real easy. This
Although I
guy
think
is
with a
more like you got
banana-
to put it inside this big glass and blend it
Yeah.
go. But it's actually better in terms of like I'm throwing a banana in there making a smoothie, which is what we're about to do.
Yes.
So we're going to start with the milk because that will help the process. And we have about, what, 3 ounces or 4? Kelly? How many
Yes.
ounces of milk?
3 ounces.
3 ounces of milk. I believe this is actually almond coconut milk because that's what we have.
I know it calls for whole milk, but
Whatever
we
you
don't
got.
have that. So
Hey, some
we're
people
doing
can't do
almond.
dairy, so don't do dairy. You can do the almond milk. It's good for you. Next thing you need to do is add a whole banana. Do you think this entire banana is going
It's
in there?
supposed to be crushed, by the way.
Okay. Well, I think
Well,
that
it
this is-
said a ripe banana, and most of the bananas in the store were totally green, so I got one that was ripe.
oh, this is true.
I would at least chop it up or something, but
Of course I'm going to chop it up. I have a
break
knife.
it up.
I have a knife. Well, I had a smaller knife here, which I
Just break it up.
no longer have.
Break it up with your hands.
That's okay. I got a knife. I can do what you do on cereal.
Don't cut yourself, please.
I'm not going to cut myself. We are trained professionals. Don't try this at home. Well, actually,
Where did you train
We're
to?
giving you
chop
instructions. You're
bananas?
supposed to try this at home. Truth.
Where did you train to chop bananas?
To chop bananas?
Yeah.
Johnson and Wales University.
No, you did not.
I took a semester there
You did not.
between college.
You did not.
There we go. Boom, 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 boom. No, you don't need that. That's pith. I want to cut out the pith.
We also need.
It's not pithy.
Al Clinton says, just got back from the Philippines and I had access to the most freshest tropical fruits to make some killer daiquiris.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
When you're in the tropics and you have tropical fruits, that is as good as it gets. Kind of a
Eric's
pale
pinky
imitation
is
here that was delivered
caffeinated.
to me in my supermarket.
All right, we need a teaspoon of simple syrup.
Right. I got a teaspoon right here.
Good
Actually,
night, Peter. Come
little bit
over
of
for
bar spoon.
Korean BBQ
Hi, Peter.
Spam sometime.
Peter, be in touch. We need to like.
Oh, good. Thank you, Gettysburg Ma'am. If you'd like to see her Halloween prints, please go
Hello.
to the Velvetine Lounge Kitchen VIP room on Facebook.
Hello. Okay, bar spoon worth of the simple.
Good.
I think this is.
Well,
really
instead of
just
being a soda jerk, he's a cocktail jerk.
Yep.
Okay.
And don't you forget it.
And then 1.5 ounces light rum.
Got that right here. Well, the fun thing is when you're dealing with the sugar syrup, sticky, and more sticky.
Dime
Not
says,
sweat.
Paul, professionally, I disapprove of that knife work, but personally, I say go.
Because professionally, you should have a board. You know, the funny thing is, I got a chopping board right here. I just decided to go boom, 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 boom.
I actually have
Like cereal.
taken classes at the Culinary Institute
has.
of America,
She's
and
a
they would
trained one.
never have okayed that knife work.
No, you're going to cut yourself. Because in a busy kitchen, bang, 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 it's too fast. You will cut yourself badly. So you can't
Well,
do
you
it.
also
You
don't.
can't do it.
You don't make the knife face up.
No,
That's just.
because it's facing your face. But when you're chopping it into your cornflakes, bang, 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 that's what you do. Boom. Okay. Now this sucker has to go into
Need some
blender.
ice.
Oh, yes, some ice.
Well, you know what? I would, if I were you, I would blend it a little bit and then put in ice because, yeah,
We have the power.
gotta break up that banana.
The 1950s wearing blender is no
Oh.
joke.
Gettysburg Ma'am, that's so nice. Gettysburg Ma'am says if anyone would like a PDF file of the prints as I post them. I'll gladly email them to you so you can put them out at home. That's so nice. Thank you.
I'm going to throw all the ice I've got at this, and then I'm done. And that's it, and I'm done.
There's some ice over here too. You need some more ice?
I should be good because I'm just going to chop this up a bit.
Okay.
It's enough to get
I got
this
more ice
cold
over here.
and a bit frosty.
I'm excited for this one. Eric, I don't think you can direct message people, but if you want to like send me your email, well, I think I have your email. Email me and then we can work it out. I know you're not on Facebook, so.
This is a really, really simple thing that is basically a smoothie with a shot of rum. Let's go.
I need some decor. It looks so plain.
What do you need? A Swizz.
How about that pink Tiki Underground swizzle stick?
Works. You have a straw?
Thank you. I'll grab a straw.
Mm-hmm.
Tiki Underground has some super cool looking.
Pretty swanko.
swizzle sticks.
I got to tell you, it's kind of awesome.
I got a pink one.
Hello. Bang.
Ooh, I love that.
I'll try that.
I'm getting that fresh banana in there. It's so good.
It's hard to get through the straw, but amazing. That's really good. Yeah, fresh
This
fruit.
ghost resembles Paul and Kelly. Oh, I need to go look at this. Oh my gosh.
Hello. I just want to bust a few things out here because it's starting to pile up. So let's actually take care of that.
Gettysburg Meow. I'm going to DM you because Eric would love the files, but he's not on Facebook. So we'll work this out. Okay, I'm going to go look right now because I'm super curious. Oh my God, I love it. I want it. Please send it to me. Oh, I want it. I love it. Thank you. Oh. Free booze tonight only. That's so cute. Yes, if you're on Facebook, please go check out Gettysburg Ma'am's her design in the Velvetine Lounge Kitchen VIP room. It's so good. Please, I'd love it. And I know Eric wants it too. This actually tastes really healthy. It's got a full shot of rum, so, but it tastes really healthy. Okay, I can share it with Lisa and Errol too. Okay. All right. I like that we're making connections here. This is great. I love being able to be out here on a Wednesday. Normally we can use this room the most in spring and fall. Sometimes in winter if it's an unusually warm day, but it just gets so hot out here. Did I miss the history lesson on basement bars? Casey, I saved this up. Okay, so I shared this article, which, you know what, I'm gonna post a link.
Cool.
On basement bars. Okay, so this was from Apartment Therapy. I shared this on Patreon, but it's a brief history of basement bars, the neat home feature that deserves a comeback. I'm going to drop this link.
You know, back when people actually drank at home.
I'm going to drop this link so that you guys can grab it.
It's a less popular thing these days. We're in a sort of a quasi-prohibitionist mode with a lot of people where they're like, I don't drink. I think if you have a very specific reason not
Oh,
to,
Eric, don't
I
worry.
understand. That's it. That's the thing. But don't tell me that like the entire nation needs to follow your example.
Okay,
that's just something else.
I dropped the link, but I'm going to read a little bit of it because the pictures are just fun. So these are actual basement bars, like with woody paneling and the whole.
The classics.
Yeah. Okay.
The 60s and 70s.
So a history of basement bars. So, okay, I'm quoting from this article from Apartment Therapy. Believe it or not, the basement bars that you recognize from the 70s trace their roots all the way back to the Victorian era's tea carts. Oh. These carts, handy for parlor socializing, later evolved into what we know today as the bar cart.
Bar cart.
Once prohibition of the 1930s was repealed, I'll drink to that, bar carts kicked into high gear and were featured more prominently in the homes of the 1950s, taking on the form of a more cabinet-like structure and even securing a place in the offices of our favorite madman. Okay.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Don had an actual bar. He had a sort of a credenza upon which he had the globular glasses.
Globular.
It's like these big round glasses. We have a set of these things in the metal stand. And you'll find these at thrift stores occasionally, but mostly at flea markets and antique places for a price. They're not too crazy. And sometimes the metal is really rusted out and it's no good. But frequently they turn up in pretty good shape. And they're fun. They're like those big globe glasses are just like a really perfect thing with one big rock and some good quality bourbon, you know?
And then they go on to talk about how following World War II, people had more space in their homes, people who moved to the suburbs, and started building bars. And then by the 70s, they started building wet bars.
Let's build a sink in with actual running water. Whoa. Oh, I love that.
They started building like
love that right here.
Kind of built-in bars. And then in the 80s, you know. They were still putting them in homes, but they just weren't the same.
By the 80s, it was all about premixed margaritas. Whoopee! It comes with a spigot on it.
But like the wood paneling. And
that looks awesome. Look at that thing. You just want to.
Go to the link I dropped.
That looks so like my mother's built-in bar in the basement.
The wood paneling and
it had all of that. It had like sliding panels where you could store your liquor. We did store liquor in there.
Here's one.
Really ancient liquor too.
You won't be able to see it, but like there's one here that just has like red wall-to-wall carpeting and this dark wood paneling.
Wow.
And then the whole drop ceiling.
Wow.
So good. That one's
check this out. This is a lot of fun.
Framingham, Massachusetts.
Framingham. Hello.
The house isn't currently on the market.
Hello.
But
I'm paging Amy. I think Framingham is actually not far from you. I'm just saying.
Another one here that's in Ottawa, Illinois.
Ottawa, Illinois.
Look at that. That's got like patterned red wall to wall.
Wow, that's reminding me of the Overlook Hotel. I'm just saying, folks.
Oh,
it's exciting. It's something. So cool.
We looked at a house that had a basement bar, a built-in basement wet bar.
Yeah.
But it was a little too wet.
Unfortunately, it was a little too wet because it was raining.
Oh, thank you, Gettysburg, ma'am. I appreciate that.
It was too wet that day because it was raining and it was pouring in. It was really completely soaking all the carpet down.
It was starting to
this is
flood the basement.
This is so bad. How are you going to, you'd have to completely arrest all of that and reconstruct it. So basically the bar was trash. It was too bad.
We were in the basement. The bar we're just like, wet bar, and it had a portrait of a sad clown.
Perfect.
This has everything except water is pouring in.
There was a real problem there.
Yeah.
Was it really a wet bar? There was a sink back there?
Yeah, there was a sink.
Oh man. Things we missed. But you know what? That house was
Framingham is so close. Amy is so
I'm thinking to myself, I was just thinking like around 295 or something.
Lisa.
Can't be that far.
Okay, different house. The first house we made an offer on had a shuffleboard in the basement. They had the shuffleboard tiles.
The shuffleboard tile. The vinyl tile shuffleboard is very cool.
I was so depressed when that house fell through.
Yeah.
Because it was before we knew about this house.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was really, really upset.
Fun house, ranch house. If we'd ended up there, it would totally be cool because there was a lot of space in the basement, which really looked dry at the time, and it was a rainy day. That would have been great, like a projection room. I mean, all this kind of stuff. Plans. I still have plans for such things, and I have the projector, and we have the movies. You know, that's all part of the fun.
Oh, James says there was. Wait, hold on, go back. That's what my basement looks like. Even the orange bar. Oh my God!
Bang bang! Wow.
Every home in Rhode Island built before has a basement bar. Oh, I wish I could say it's an exaggeration, but check out every Zillow post and bam, paneling in a bar. Casey, what? No. Oh. My aunt had those sliding marble clock.
Cool. I love that.
There was a wet bar, but my dad turned it into his dark room.
I knew there was a so Casey. Tom was rehearsing with that band SHM circa 1985, right? And like his drummer? No, it was his bass player. Actually, was hanging out in his grandmother's house in Warwick or Cranston. It was one of these. I think it was Warwick, and this house was like completely preserved from the 50s. It was really cool. It was like, whoa. And I think every house on the block probably looked like that. It was just that kind of development. And I remember there was still like ancient magazines hanging out. It was amazing, you know?
I still want to have a wet bar. I mean, I don't know.
It's not the craziest idea I've ever heard.
I don't know how possible it is to do
plumbing is plumbing.
Basement bar here just because we would have to drill down.
If I wanted to make this basement work properly, I think I would have to actually like empty the basement, grind out the slab, and then go down about another half story so we could build in like drainage. And then you could put in concrete floor, carpet flooring, and everything like that, and it would drain properly. Now that's craziness. I mean, you would have to own the equipment yourself and go do the work.
Oh, Kevin, yes, we know a lot of people whose homes are in Polynesiacs. Yes, we were just at our friend Tiki Paka's place this past weekend.
It's featured.
Who's in there? Yes, that's an amazing book.
And that's Tiki Tom Tom, isn't it?
Tiki Tom Tom, yeah.
Who was at Ohana again this year, I think, and he was
he?
Prior years.
Oh,
when he did those velvet painting pictures.
Yes.
Which we got one of those.
Yeah.
We missed the
we
missed Trader Vic's cam this year, but we were busy. Stuff happens. Too much happens. Yeah. I wish I could just make this weekend last about 2 months, and then like you could just do specific portions and like.
So many people we know have amazing homes in there.
People actually just do this, and like Hawk and Dave are just collecting like mad, and they just find so many cool things, and it's just like put it up. They have a great standalone bar, and they've got great shelving in back of it.
Well, and then she also has a separate structure that's her tiki cabana.
Yeah, just out on the property next to the pool. It's like, they just threw in a shed that turns into the cabana. This is actually, it doesn't look like a shed. It looks really cool.
Yeah, no, her place is really special.
Little house.
Well, their place.
Yeah.
Tiki Pocket and Dave, but their place is really special.
I think they need like an elevated walkway that goes to the second floor from the cabana and vice versa.
Like a bridge.
Yeah, like a bridge. They need a bridge that goes up there. That sounds hilarious. It'd be so cool.
Oh.
But it's great to hang out.
Oh, Amy, I know. It was just, I think things were so jumbled on Saturday, at least for us, that I thought about it. I was like, we have to go do that. And then it rained and then it poured and I just stayed under a tent. And the next thing I knew, I was like, okay, well, we're done. Time to get ready for dinner.
We're done. It's dinner time. And then like I'm conked out, it's just, I end the day and I'm gone. And then I wake up at 2 a.m. and I go out and suddenly there's people up in the patios and it's like, okay, let's keep going. Absolutely nuts.
I did see Ambrose Gosling's seminar though.
Totally missed that. When was that given?
It was Saturday evening.
Oh, you see, I should have been awake for that because he was showing naughty pictures and stuff. Big fun. Now, what was...
Amy, I'm with you. I feel like I missed so many things too.
Too many things. Like, But you know, I like to say with any of these events where it's just way too much going on, I was there, and I'm told I had a good time. So it must be. But what she was referring to something like that we should have done. I mean, which was
No, no,
that?
no. We're talking about she was saying she missed the Trader Vic's too.
Oh yeah, the VIX. Yeah,
Photo booth.
I
Yeah.
saw it. I saw it in action. I was
Did
like,
you?
oh,
I
cool.
didn't.
I was just running back and forth. I'm like, oh, that's the VIX booth. And then the next thing I know, other things happened. What the heck? But like our tent was a real refuge during all this deluge.
Wait.
We were right next to Michelle
Dime.
and company, and then there was the guys from Wisong Road set up camp next to
Time
us.
someone told
It
you
was
to
pretty
work
cool.
lying on the floor.
Told you
I
what?
missed something. Someone told you to work lying on the floor.
Well, he's been lying on the floor because of his back.
No,
Okay.
but someone told him to work lying on the floor.
You mean like laptop?
Warwick, I was there. Casey says.
You were at that house. It was a cool house. I remember that.
Dime, send them to me.
As a matter of fact, you're the only person I know who saw that band live outside of the members of the band, because you wrote it in, and I was trying to figure out how to get myself in on a fake ID, and it just didn't work. What can I tell you? I was stupid. I should have just like faked it like you did, man. Things you miss. Things you miss because of.
I can't believe someone would be telling you to work lying on your back.
That's craziness.
That is craziness. And send them to me, because apparently after a couple of drinks, I'm a real social justice warrior. So
Going to give them the Uptown beatdown?
I will.
Just saying. What the hell's that all about? There are things that I missed back in the day because I was too timid, and there's things that I just should have like stood up and done. And then later
Daniel
on,
says I got
decided,
more involved
go.
every year and missed so much. Oh,
Oh, did? Oh, Daniel?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're pulling back a
Yeah.
little next year.
Well, I hear you, because like, you know, you've been doing this for years, and then like eventually you're with the enablers, and then they're starting to do stuff, and you're like, oh, and you start working on it, and it's crazy costumes,
I would
and it's
like
crazy costumes, graveyards, and malort. That's all I need to say.
I would like my husband to survive the weekend, so I think we're back a little next year.
You know, it was, you know, I got a little looped. What can I tell you?
You need to move over a little.
Yeah. Oh, which way?
Toward me.
Okay. I don't have too much room here.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. No, I'm just looking at the shot.
2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should get in here. I shouldn't be like, you know.
You're cutting yourself
Hi,
off.
folks. No, I should be like
You're
this.
cutting yourself off.
It's a good thing. But this thing that
Oh,
is,
you and me both, Kelly. Oh.
oh, man. This is supposed to be a lot of fun and craziness. And I got to say, like, our tent on Saturday was at least the same refuge it was the prior year,
It was at
where it
least
just rained all damn
dry.
day long. And you had a place you could come and hang with us. And then you could go to the vending. And then you could go inside and check out the cocktail contest. We missed that. Totally.
Dime. I'm so sorry.
Back pain is among the worst, I got to say. And
No,
I've had it. And you've had it, and like you get that twinge, and it's just like jabbing.
No, I'm just thinking
pain.
of having to work through that. That's awful.
You know, I got a feeling that my business would actually say, "Oh, wow, that's terrible," but could you actually get these emails out? And I'm like, okay, yeah. Could you put the tablet of my face and look at the keyboard, and we'll make this happen? Working on your
There's
back.
a few could you actuallys that come into my mind, but I'm not going to say them here because mixed company.
Could you actually? Yeah. This is.
They involve delivering a big giant smooch to my.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So this is not what this show is all about. What this show is all about is telling you about some fantastic
I'm
things.
not going to say it.
Like I've been enjoying the QB cooler, which is almost gone. I feel like another.
Yeah, Daniel, I had vending, room crawl, cocktail contest, and it's now on YouTube. Oh, I missed the bands and seminars. That's exactly, we did too.
Because the bands were
Me too.
inside,
Yeah.
gone. And then like on Friday when we were setting up for this thing, it was just like, we did a thing beforehand and then we were out for a while. So we missed the first wave. And then we're setting up, so we missed the second wave. And then we were doing, so we missed the third wave of bands.
I know.
And then when the third wave of the crawl, and then that went for hours. It was
Oh my God.
awesome, and I loved it, and I would do it again,
It's just
but we missed a lot.
Space. Exactly, Lisa. Eric says when my niece was on crutches recently, she's still expected to do things.
Seriously.
People
What
are
are you gonna do?
awful.
What are you
Like,
gonna do?
really?
You know?
Ugh.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be delivering groceries to people at home And since they can't drive, I'll just be like putting them in over my arm and like crush over to the house, la la la, that kind of stuff. What the hell's wrong with it with managers that would be appropriate? I'm just saying. Come on, people. Well, at the appropriate time and place and time, you will know what to do about managers. I'm just saying. So you are.
I'm not good with people disrespecting me in the workplace.
No, you're not. No matter which workplace. And these days, it's much, much more of a problem if that happens because you have recourse. Back in the day, it was something else.
No, I'm known for my violent quitting of a number of jobs, including one where I'm told, everyone there was just in awe of you because when I left, I slammed the door so hard. Apparently, the whole building shook. This was in New York City. I'm like, you're welcome.
Screw you.
Oh, The Cage, 1985, Casey says.
That was the club? I thought it was the living room. Am I wrong? Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Maybe.
Okay. So what the hell was the Cage? I totally missed that. I remember living room Lupos were like your mainstays, and then there were some other joints. Well, there were like these like cheesy rock clubs like Strut. I remember you would see them in advertisements, but it's not like you would go there.
The lights just went out.
Oh. I guess, but not all the lights went out. I guess it's about that time. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. These lights go out at 10.
It's 9:57.
Well, according to this clock there.
I guess this is trying to.
Is that a sign? Is this nudging us along? Well, we've been live for a couple of hours out here in the lovely and temperate Tiki Room. Finally, it's good. And we will potentially be able to be out here until the middle of October. So we're going to really push it because I'd like to be enjoying a QB cooler in October with you.
I hope it will be warm enough.
I hope so.
Cool enough. It'll definitely be warm enough. I hope it will be cool enough next week to be out here.
And in October, it will get chilly out here after hours. But if it's been burning all day, this room will be good for hours. And then finally, you'll say, I got to go in. But in the meantime,
we can still see you. Yeah, the ring light's still on.
Ring light's still rocking. Yeah, you can see behind us is suddenly going kind of like dim and grim.
Yeah, all the beautiful colors.
Beautiful color lights went out. The colors over there are still going, which makes me think like these timers are.
That's going to go off in a couple of minutes.
Off. Yeah, probably like
they're like 2 minutes off of each other.
This thing is obviously running fast, and it kicked before actual 10 o'clock.
Yeah, please. I love thank you for sharing.
Please.
Love your prints.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool to see all that. Take a look at that article that Kelly shared about the basement bars. That was the inspiration.
Are you signing up? We just started. I know.
I know. Shabas. Who's saying that?
Lisa.
Oh, geez, Lisa. I'm telling you. I feel like I just got here. I feel like I need to mix a few more drinks over at the bar cam. Maybe I need to visit the bar cam again.
Until the lights burn out. The lights are going to burn out over there too.
Which still has color lights. Hey, I'm at the bar cam. What do you want, Kelly? You still got a thing.
I know. Something light, but with bite.
Well, we could probably figure that out. Well, I'd have to go figure out all of the components and etc. And maybe I'll just.
I'm having my breakfast smoothie.
Yeah.
Assuming your breakfast comes with 1.5 ounces of rum.
Well, if it were New Orleans, it would. I'm just saying.
I'm just wondering how long the lights stay on over there.
Well, about another 60 seconds, and then we're done. And then it's going to get seriously dim here because I have no ring light. So I probably have like tick, tick, tick. As a matter of fact, this is actually on time. Probably like 2 seconds is going to go. Yeah, it doesn't take very long. So look, the bar cam has been awesome again. We're going to do it again out here. I think I'd like to improve it because I'd like to be able to speak to you into a microphone here, and the echo is very
No, we should do it inside too.
So we'll figure that out. Well, we can do the interior bar cam.
Or we could just do a bar, the camera at the bar, but then I don't know, another camera somewhere else.
We got to figure out how the world to make this thing landscape.
Intriguing.
Because I've got this idiotic narrow thing here, and I could show you much more of the bar, and it's so stupid that I have to do this. It's because people hold their phones like this. It's like, turn it! Landscape, man. Anyway, folks, bye from the bar cam.
Aw, he's coming over here. I'm gonna leave the bar cam on to see if the lights pop off before
Pop off.
we say.
Hopefully not pop off.
Not pop off.
No.
No pop off. Sorry.
Please, no.
Poor choice of words.
Well, I'm kind of broken too, so I got to think about next moves and etc.
Yeah, Dime, feel better. Really,
please.
It's awful.
Back pain is akin to pain in your head, like impacted tooth pain. Wow, that's awful because it's right there. This is jabbing in the brain. Hard stuff going on. And many of us have experienced such things. I mean, many have had their wisdom teeth out. Wow, that hurts. So we understand way too well. And I know we're of a certain population that understands that aches and pains are just part of life. Oh well. I won't talk about mine. It's just what it is. Well, we've had some excellent drinks tonight. We've had the QB Cooler. We've had the Banana Cow. We've had the Golden Gloves. Boom, 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 boom. And we've had
bourbon squash.
The bourbon squash is actually
really
good. And you know why it succeeds so well? Because it's all fresh squeezed juice. And it just tastes like pow. It's just nothing packaged. It's very nice. And those things are excellent. If you're patrons, you will be getting these tonight. If you're not patrons, then consider being a patron. I mean, the rates start at $5 a month and go all the way up to a whopping 20. 20 gets you a little reading from Glendora.
Something.
Madam Glendora. Just saying, that's fantastic. You saw the bar towels earlier. We still have them. They are for sale. You have seen the wine glasses still for sale. Oh, the Christmas record. When is Christmas? Like 2 months? It's not far off.
Less than half a year away.
Less than half a year away. Probably 5, if I'm going to measure this correctly. 7, 8, 9, yes, 5 months. 5 months. Today is the 24th.
October, November. 5
24th.
months.
5 months. That's all you got till Christmas. Consider the VL Christmas record. We have them. We would gladly sell you them. It's still, was it 15 postpaid? I think we're still able to do that. If you see it in person, it will cost you less, no postage. Let us know. Makes a great gift. A lot of fun. Anybody got a juice box out there? Just saying. That's how you can support us right now. There's also the fact that we have a link at the bottom there for Venmo. If you just want to throw
Eric says, I got my copy.
Yes, he does. If you just want to throw a tip at us, right at the bottom of the screen there, that's been there the whole time. That some people have been able to do that, and that helps a lot. That really helps a lot. Because. But it's been fantastic.
Finish my banana cow.
I guess that's done. Been fantastic to share a couple of great hours with all of you, as usual, because I know that you're taking time out of your day too. You got a busy day.
Oh, Lisa says I listened to your record the other night. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool.
Thank you.
Well, that just really warms the heart. Look, it was a hell of a lot. It was a hell of a lot of craziness to make that record.
Yeah.
But it was a hell of a lot of fun and a great journey, and I would do it again. And we actually, when you make a record, every single step of the way is another charge. It's just astonishing. Do you want to bake the labels? What? Yeah, actually you do. You want to bake the labels. And then you need to apply the labels. Do you want color vinyl? Okay, that's a charge. Do you want the plastic sleeves or the paper sleeves? That's a charge. It's just astonishing. But when you take a look at the finished product and you're like, that's exactly right. It's worth everything.
Eric, it's not too late.
Everything.
Eric says Glendora should have made a record of Santa Would Have Gone to the Dump. I talked about Glendora's Christmas record.
Christmas LP.
Glendora just needs a whole Christmas record.
Yeah,
right?
her Christmas LP. I think that there
a box of wine for Christmas. Santa Would Have Gone to the Dump.
There's a burgeoning song in the back of my head named Christmas in Paramus.
There you go.
It will happen. I guarantee it. I don't know if it's going to happen this year.
Maybe 25.
But if it manages to come out of the brain,
and it's not going to happen this year. But maybe 2025.
In the meantime, Glendora can make songs and make Christmas videos for you. But Santa was.
Thank you, Amy. We all need to watch Ellen Waits. Thank you.
Please. Ellen Waits is the final bit here. We dropped the link. You want to drop it again?
I will drop it again.
We dropped the Vimeo link. It is now available on Vimeo, unlocked, free to you.
For what it's worth, I don't know if it'll still be here.
Spread to your friends. This is unlimited. Tell everybody you know. Watch Ellen Waits. Anybody who's interested. If you think people don't even care, well, that's a different thing. But like anybody who really should know about Ellen, we'd like them to know about Ellen.
Let's let Patreon. Let's let Vimeo know we're there.
Yeah. Because like you get thousands of hits and Vimeo's kind of interesting.
Christmas versus Krampus on the Morton Downey show.
Christmas Krampus. I gotta love it.
Oh.
Boy, oh, that's too
Christmas
much.
versus Krampus. Errol, hi.
Errol.
And we're signing off, but I'm glad we got to see you, however briefly.
Listen, we were talking power systems earlier. You'd be interested to know. We were talking about how our grid goes down with some frequency and where that all came from anyway. So I was basically talking three-phase power with people, and they were getting it.
I'm fascinated that the lights are still on the other side of the room.
Which means that our timers are way the hell off. Why does this one go off so? I gotta check these again.
This one went off early.
I gotta check this. Is this thing going off at like 10:30 or something?
I don't know.
And why does this one go off at 10?
Or 9:57 is the case.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, I'll check it out. These are completely different timers. There's no computer control. It's all dependent on like the internal workings. We'll see what happens. You remember when these things were like a dial that you would turn and put pegs in? We have some of those. It's crazy, but they work. Those mechanical timers work just fine. My mother used to have one. So.
All right.
Anyway, so fantastic stuff.
Power systems, fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
There
Exactly. So I just rattled off. There we go. We're off the bar cam. I just rattled off a whole host of ways that you can support the show.
Jordan needs to make a record of Santa Baby. I love it.
Oh.
We'll add it. We'll add it to the lineup.
we know that nobody owns that song except Eartha Kitt, and some people have tried and failed miserably to even do. But I think Glendora might add a special. I don't know, what do they call it in French? Je ne sais quoi. So that could actually be very, very interesting. That's the thing.
I love this.
Oh, l'amour. Big fun. Anyway, I just rattled off a whole bunch of ways that you can support us. There you go. There's always a tip jar right at the bottom of the screen. If you feel that tonight's entertainment has been a lot of fun, I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun talking to you.
And if you could share Ellen Waits, that would also be amazing.
Please.
That would be a way you can help.
That would help. If this is the major thing that you can do, this is awesome. That would help. Watch, share with your friends. If you can actually convince your friends to give like what, 5 minutes of their time? No, 10 minutes of their time. 10 minutes. It's not that short. It's actually like 10, maybe 11. But 10 minutes of their time. It's a very brief period, and everybody has had Ellen's experience. Everybody here. Everybody. You had it just the other day. And the video that you shared earlier was Ellen's experience. It's astonishing but true. Pretty hilarious. So listen, that would help greatly. And we'll share it again next week. And we'll just keep going with these things because we have another movie that we need to start shooting within about 30 days. We've got the camera power. I think we have most of the equipment we need, and we're about to go and damn do it. So we'll let you know because that should actually come together a lot more quickly than Ellen. Fewer moving parts, and will also be hilarious.
Oh, time says take care, everyone, and be excellent to each other. Amen.
Always. Please be excellent. As always, you got to remember, wherever you go in your life, with this show, no matter where you go, and no matter what you do, we are going to see you soon.
Good night.